Hey data fans, Reed here. Today I'm going to walk you through yet another update to the multicolor column chart that I've been building with an advanced and customizable analytics line. Now, over the summer, Microsoft released an update that allows us to actually conditionally format data colors. So, as we can see below here, here's the original multicolor column chart that I had built in some previous videos. And now, this example here is showing you how instead you can use a line chart or something else where instead of having the columns change color, you can actually change the data colors based off of some type of DAX or conditional logic that you've set. So what we're going to do is we're going to see how to create the measure for this and apply it to the visual itself. So let's go ahead and hop into Power BI and get started. So to start, I'll do a quick review of the visual that I made in previous videos. So what we have here is a multicolor column chart that changes the color whenever the values are above or below a threshold, which can be determined by a slicer selection here. As you can see, we have the ability to control it, and we can see the colors change. Now, previously, the only way I was able to do this or to get that color change was specifically with the column colors. But what I have found and discovered is that with that updated release that we have seen over the summer with the ability to conditionally format the data labels, we can now have similar logic like this on a filled line chart or any other kind of a line chart where we can color the labels themselves. And this can actually be applied to most of the standard visualizations. So any of the top rows, largely, that have the option for native visualizations and data labeling can usually have this conditional formatting applied, but I chose to use a line chart in this situation. So as we can see, change from median to like percentile of max, we can see as these values fall below or above, they automatically change colors as we make these adjustments. Now, the scope of the video is showing how to do the data label, and so if you're curious about how I made the advanced analytics line that's configurable, or anything else that I've talked about outside of the conditional formatting that will be discussed, I will refer you to the link for that other related video over on the right or down below in the description. But with that being said, let's see how I apply this. So, as I mentioned, if we select the visual here, we can come over to the Format Your Visual section, and we can come down to Data Labels. And now what we have in the Values section, continuing to scroll down, is we now have that f of x button here. So that was added over the summer, which means that instead of a single color, we can apply, going back one step and opening that up again, we can apply or measure itself. So you can see that I have a field value. I'm not using a gradient or rules. I'm using a field value, which is a measure in my model called data label color. I'm going to click OK, and we're going to look at that. So I'm going to come up here to data label color, open this up, and it's a fairly straightforward calculation. So I have a declared variable for the color green. I have a declared variable for the color red as well. And my result, tracking through this, is asking if my analytics line amount is less than my sales amount, then return green. So this entire section you see here at the top, those are all being colored green because those values are above my analytics line. Otherwise, it is returning red, which you can see down here below is all of the values that are below it. And the nice thing about having this as a measure is I can use this in multiple visuals very easily, again, just by simply referencing the field value instead of having to set up my own manual rule sets here. So that's one reason why I prefer the field value. Now, like I mentioned, there's a bunch of other stuff going on into here to actually calculate the analytics line, figuring out all the slicer selections and everything else that is covered in another video. But I do like that this has now increased my wheelhouse in regards to the art of possible of what's available for Power BI. So for other visuals like this, where I can't actually stack columns together, I have the ability to apply those data labels. And the nice thing too is even for this chart that I previously used, where I have the above and below thresholds for the total labels, I can also color those as well. So I can combine both the colors of the bar and the data label with these colors. So as you can see, if we can come up to the format, we go to total labels. If I wanted to use the f of x symbol here, I can then come back to field value, select that measure and that formatting and that data label color, select OK, and even these now are getting colored the appropriate colors above or below. Granted, the bar below it is gray in this case, but you can at least see that the logic can be combined to continuously add ways to identify things that are falling above or below whatever my selection threshold is. Overall, though, I really like features where I can slowly iterate through and continue to refine current and previous practices that I've had for certain design implementations, and this is yet another tool in that toolbox that I can use to figure out ways to slowly enhance and draw attention to or avoid attention from certain KPIs and other metrics that I want on the page to just make the reports more easy to read and more consumable. So hopefully you found this useful. Let me know if you have any comments or suggestions down in the comments thread below. But otherwise, if you like this video, please check some of our related videos over here in the upper left. And otherwise, don't forget to hit that like or subscribe button. And otherwise, I will see you all in my next video.